Hi, welcome to Deborah Wade's Theater. Well, I wrote a lot of books. I would say thousands of books. A lot of them are short stories, a lot of them are long stories. One book I absolutely enjoyed really writing is called The Travel's Basement. It's about two young kids. Their single mom just bought this beautiful house in the countryside, and the basement was very mysterious. Very, very mysterious. These two kids whose name is Mark and Jody. They went down to the basement, but it did not have a damp smell. They would push on a switch that looked like a light switch, but it really wasn't. It was actually a time machine. And they traveled to different time periods. In one time period travel, they got to the maiden voyage of the Titanic. And they ended up on the Titanic in the early 1900s. And they knew the ship was going to sink and it was going to hit an iceberg. And every time they tried to tell anybody that the ship was going to hit an iceberg, these people would literally, passengers would look at these kids like they were nuts. I would too, probably, not believe it. But there was a light switch near where they hit the light switch in the basement. So they hit the light switch and they ended up in another time period. And I'm going to show you where they ended up. Let me see. They ended up in 2050. 2050 hasn't happened yet. Keep this in mind, folks. This is what 2050 might look like. They ended up in 2050, a little bit ahead. Also, they ended up and they hit another light switch, and they ended up back in time again to late 1960s hippie time. They kind of enjoyed being in the hippie time, peaceful time, how the people dressed and everything. They really enjoyed being in that time period. Then they hit another light switch, and they ended up in the Civil War days. So it's very interesting, this book about time from a magical light switch that was found in the basement of this old country house that these two children found. And their mother did not believe it at all because maybe she never hit the light switch, the white light switch. Who knows? But yet I decided I want to write like a science fiction story as well as other stories. This was called The Time Travel Basement. And they went to different time periods. I'm going to see where else I could have ended up going. Who only knows? There's one more time period I believe they went to. I'm going to show you in a minute. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see where else they went. Oh yes, they went to another time period. Yeah, oh yes. They ended up in this theater where Abraham Lincoln was going, where he was about to be assassinated. And these two children were trying to get to him. Let me see if we can get to him in a minute. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, he was going to the theater, and he was the night of his assassination. Here we go. They traveled back into time to one more time period. And these children were trying to try to explain to him that somebody was going to shoot him and kill him. But no matter what they did, they could not get to him. I mean, there's too many people there. Who knows what the reason was. And they did finally get to Mr. Lincoln, and the kids were telling him that he was going to be killed, and he wouldn't believe them. Sadly, he would not believe him. And as he walked out of the theater, his assassinator showed up and obviously killed poor Mr. Lincoln. He was just enjoying watching a show, in the theater. So these kids went to different time periods in their magical time period, time travel basement, I call it. From Deborah Wade's Theater, have a great day.